When I was working with Joan Baez, it's a trick to getting people to dance. You just command them to get up. You don't ask them, you tell them to get up. Enjoy yourself.
Okay, Norm, dance.
No, honey, you got to set me up there.
I don't think that's how it works.
Even in dancing, if we just waddled like this, it's okay. Yes. Right.
The big goofball. They were all over in the prison.
Norm, thanks for spending a couple of moments with us. You directed, you founded Teatro ZinZanni.
Yeah.
You directed this latest show. What was the inspiration for founding Teatro ZinZanni?
The tent, the Spiegel tent, which I found on the Ramblas in Barcelona. And when I walked inside, I was just transported, because the outside it looks like a yurt. Yes. And inside it looks like the jewel box of your dreams. And I just thought, boy, if an audience walks in and gets elevated, what wonderful things you could do if inside that kind of environment. Yeah. So that's what really started it.
And since then, it's really blossomed and grown.
Yeah, well, it was supposed to be done as a 10-week project in 1988, and now we've done, almost 5,000 shows to almost 1.3 million people. Yes. But it's still intimate. It's still only a 280-seat house. So it's all about having the audience be part of what we do.
What's the inspiration for this latest run? I heard some interesting things like being able to broadcast radio outside to San Francisco.
Well, we are broadcasting every night.
Yes.
And, you know, we have a limited range. It's sort of the neighborhood. Yes. But every night we're on. And it was just a fun idea to explore radio, or sort of a common medium. So every night the cast gets ready and we really do it as a radio show the whole night. I think that was the inspiration for it.
Since that moment you were in the tent and you thought, wow, what if I could transform this into something that was grand, that people could enjoy? What's been the most surprising thing that has happened over the years that you never thought when you first were in that tent?
Well, I think exploring, breaking down the fourth wall that normally you get in an event where the actors are here or the band is here and you're there and never the twain shall meet. It was more interesting thinking of the audience like they were extras in a restaurant movie. And there are things we do as a group that we forget. We know how to toast each other, we know how to stand up and dance, we know how to call and respond, we like to play. So that's, I think, playing with the audience and participating was the most interesting part. It's actually what we work on the most here.
I think that's an interesting part because you can go to theater and just sit there and never ever interact with the rest of the audience. Whereas I think with Teatro ZinZanni, you actually are like thrown into sort of interacting a little, you know, and even the people that are shy get into it as well.
Right, and there's lessons you learn on a playground. If you want to play, look at the person who wants to play with you. If you don't want to play, look down at your food. It's really simple. People say, I don't want to get picked. Well, it's not getting picked. It's if you're at a party, which is really, we try to create a celebration of party every night, then you have to decide how far you're going to get into it. But generally, that feeling of common ground that you can create between a performer and the audience, that's what's most special and what we work on the hardest.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. You know that. I'm laughing with you. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, and you have to come because there is a moment for you.
No, there's no moment for me.
Oh, no.
There's a moment for her.
No, you would love it.
No, I don't think I'll love it.
Frank already got him.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm just coming here to
were you
sit.
there?
You know
Did you see him?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm just here to sit.
I know what you're talking about, though.
You saw that performance with me and Frank Ferrante.
Frank asked him, he was on stage and goes, so what do you do? And Clint's like, I'm a theater critic. And at that moment, Frank was like, oh yeah, come to my world.
One personal thing I remember is when I was working with Joan Baez.
Yes.
And what she took as a command of the stage into the tent. Now there was a moment that we've been trying to do is to get the audience to dance quickly. Now the normal way you do it is you ask them, you might like the song, you may want to get up and dance. But Joan said, I'm going to sing a song like for you tonight, and I want you to get up and dance. Don't think about it, just get up, by your chairs, in the aisles, get up now. And everybody stood up within about 10 seconds. And I suddenly realized, not to make a broad generality, that women love to dance.
Yes.
And men always seem to have something wrong with their feet after the age of 18 in this country. I don't know why. Or after they get married, they don't want to dance. So you have to treat the men like an army sergeant. You just command them to get up. You don't ask them, you tell them to get up. It's a good thing about men. If you command them, we all know how to be in a platoon, we'll all stand up. So that was the trick to getting people to dance, was telling them to get up. And if they don't, they usually regret it. And you can see the couples that don't get up and they really thought, well, I really should have gotten up.
Okay, Norm, dance.
No, honey, you got to set me up there.
I don't think that's how it works.
Oh, you know
No,
what?
no.
It only works if I can sing like Joe Biaz,
Or
which
Joan
I
W.
can't, right?
Right. So if you sang beautifully, you set me in a romantic mood, and then you have to lead. You have to lead some. Right, but at the point of decision, you've got to make it. You cannot sit there and just think about it. You got to do it. So we encourage them directly as we can, and we're not asking them to do something terrible. It's just hold the one you love and just waddle. You don't have to dance, just rock. So the other thing we learned is something in a 4/4 time, kind of a bebop beat, which is ba da dun 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 ba da dun 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 da dun 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 dun. All you have to do is waddle. So I mean, like if I just wanted to dance with you right now, even a dancing, if we just waddled like this, it's okay, right? So you can dance with anybody, any syncopation, or dancing by yourself. That doesn't work. That's not what it's all about. It's not romance. That's
not romance.
No.
But this is more.
That's romance. You get to talk to each other tenderly. That's really, we don't dance enough. I mean, I love to dance.
Thank you for bringing the Spiegel Teatro ZinZanni to San Francisco. It's a gem here.
Well, thanks. We're going to stay a long time, I'm sure. Thanks.
Perfect.